Hi everybody, welcome to the Messy Cook by Dale. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Today I'm going to be making a favorite of our families. We absolutely love it. It's pork tenderloin with Dijon Marsala sauce. Now, as good as pork tenderloin is, which it is, the sauce is the star of the show. But I'm going to show you how to make that. First, we're going to prepare the tenderloin. So you're going to get 2 tenderloins, and packages, they usually come in packages of 2, and they're very affordable when you get them on sale. And that's what I do. I get them on sale, then I throw them in my freezer and always have them on hand. So what we want to do to prepare this is that there's this membrane here, which is not pleasant. It doesn't cook down and it doesn't melt or anything, so it can really affect the taste and the texture of the meat when it's done. So we're going to get rid of that. And what you do is you get a really good sharp knife. You can actually just use your fingers as well. Just pull it off like this. But you want to get most of it off if you can, because again, it's just not a pleasant thing to have on there. It's a membrane, and it does affect the texture, like I said. So we get this off like this. This is such a favorite of ours at home, and again, it's all about the sauce. And you know, Masala sauce is a fortified wine that you get in that it comes from Masala, Italy, and it's very popular. It's a sweet fortified wine, or it can be a dry fortified wine. This one here is what I'm using is a semi. Is it
Spain or Italy?
No, it's Italy.
Okay.
It's semi-sec, so it's semi-dry. So I use that a lot. I try to have that in the house, so that because I can make chicken masala and all kinds of other things, which is really good. So okay, this one's good enough. Just get this little piece off. This is a step that a lot of people don't do, but I really think it's worth it. See, this one doesn't have. Sometimes you don't get much on it at all. Like that has none. All right. So what we do with this is I always use my plastic cutting board when I cut up meat, so I don't contaminate my wooden board. All right, so we are going to now wipe my hands. Try not to cross-contaminate, very important. So I've got here some Dijon mustard, and I'm going to slather both of these pork loin roasts with the Dijon mustard. I put the Dijon in a bowl so that I wouldn't cross-contaminate. So I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to, this goes all over like that. Other side. It looks like a lot of mustard, and Dijon can be strong, but it all cooks down and it just brings a great flavor to the meat. Beautiful. I planned that perfectly. Great. Okay, so what is going to happen now is I'm going to turn on my burner, and I'm going to sear these 2 loin roasts in here, and I'm going to turn them on all sides and sear them really well. And then I'm not going to have you here when I'm doing that. I'm going to do that, and then we're going to come back and I'll show you what the next step is. All right, so we'll see you in a bit. Hi everybody, welcome back. Well, here are the pork loins. I very gently brown them in a little bit of olive oil or any kind of oil that you like, and I'm going to throw these in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes, or until it's 145 degrees Fahrenheit on the interior of this. So I'm going to put this here, and we're going to put it in the oven.
When do you do the masala?
Right now. Masala now. All right, so in the same pan, because you want the drippings, look at this, some great drippings in there. We are going to add 2 tablespoons of butter. That goes in there. All right, so we are going to turn this down a little bit. And this is where the magic happens. This is the best, you know, when I make it for my kids, they come over. First of all, 2 loins are not nearly enough. I usually need 4 because they're very big eaters. And I make double or triple the sauce because they love it so much. We usually serve it on rice, and you throw the sauce on top. It's just delicious. All right, to this, I'm going to be adding 2 shallots that I cut up very finely. Now, this is a shallot. It is like an onion. It's much sweeter. It comes from the onion family. It's much sweeter and not as strong. I use this a lot. I buy a lot of these. But if you don't have shallots, you can opt out onion. Why not? Just cut it up really fine like I did here. Okay, so we're going to heat up the shallots until they get soft. So you want to take a look at this, Dan, and show everyone how it looks. It's just screaming flavor, isn't it? I mean, it's just, wow. Because there's still a little bit of the mustard in there. Wonderful. All right, so we'll get this going. So, to this, I'm going to let this go a little bit. We are going to add the Masala wine, and again, it comes from, it's a dry, or semi-dry, fortified wine. It smells very good. Would you ever drink this, Dan, just like that?
A little bit like port.
Oh, it's a little bit like port? Okay, so I guess you could. I only use it for cooking. Whoa, don't want to make a mess. So we get a cup of that in there with a cup of heavy cream. I mean, what's not to love? You got wine and cream. Life is good, man. Okay, and we're going to put some Dijon mustard in there as well, a tablespoon of that. All right, so into this goes, let me make sure I have the yep, there's the mustard. And now we're going to deglaze the pan with the wine. So you want to get all the bits off of the bottom there, because that's where the flavor is. I think one time we went through like 3/4 of a bottle of Masala wine because I made so much of this. The sauce is so good, but
Yeah, that sauce is a killer.
that's killer. So delicious. It's the star of this menu, of this recipe. There's no question about that. I got this recipe, by the way, from a friend of mine, Doreen. Hi, Doreen. And she gave it to me several years ago, and I tried it, and I just loved it. So we've been making it ever since. All right, that looks good. Now I'm going to add a cup of heavy cream. Look at this. Oh, mamma mia. This is good. Okay, so what's going to happen now is I'm going to put it on a simmer and I'm going to let it cook down so it's really rich and really thick. All right, so I'm going to let this go. We're going to come back when it's all done, when the pork loin is done and this is done, and then we're going to give it a try. All right, so I'll see you in a bit. Hi everybody, welcome back. Well, here it is. It was in the oven for about 20 minutes, but I tested it with my thermometer and the sauce has been reduced by about half. It smells absolutely gorgeous. Oh, it's so good. All right, so I made some rice and I'll probably make a salad with that for tonight as well. All right, so let's give this a cut into. Oh, you want to tent your meat too. When it comes out of the oven, you want to tent it for about 5 minutes so that the juices go right back in again. Oh, this is so tender and so perfectly done. Look at that. Perfect. You can have a little bit of pink on pork now. It's okay. All right, so let's put this here like that. Let me take this and put this out of the way. I've got Casey smelling at my leg, hoping to get a piece of this. Think you'll get a piece, Dan?
I think so.
Probably.
A very good chance of that.
Okay, look at this. Put a little bit here. And there it is. Pork tenderloin with Dijon Marsala sauce. Not that hard to do, really. It's a few steps, but it's well worth it in the end. Okay, let's have a little taste of this. Good. Really good. Hope you try this. Again, it's a few steps, but you know, what the heck. What else have you got to do but cook, right? So listen, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you try this recipe. If you like what you saw, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and share. I really would appreciate that. Remember to stay safe, be kind to yourself, be kind to the others around you, and most of all, forget the mess. Enjoy your pork tenderloin with masala, Dijon Marsala sauce. That's it. See you next time.